Yo, what's up? It's your boy Scary Vlogs. Now let me tell you guys the reason why you should not date a baby mama. From my experience, okay? I dated a baby mama who had 3 kids, okay? She's white, okay? Australian, okay? And the father of the kids is Australian too. Now, these kids, one of them was 13, a girl, 13-year-old, high school, teenager. And the other one was 11-year-old girl, high school, teenager. And the boy was 7 years old, high school, teenager. Now, meeting this woman, and the first time I walked into the house, I came to meet the kids for the first time. Well, I had already met these kids on, let's say, Snapchat or Instagram, like a video chat. And the girl looked like she doesn't like me already. I could just tell, because I'm very good at reading like that. I just know kids very well. Anyway, I ended up going to the house one time, and as soon as I got there, this kid comes out in front of me. And these kids, they're so loud, and they're always fighting each other in the house. The noise is crazy, banging on doors and yelling, running around. They stab each other with forks. The other girl, the 11-year-old girl, will stab the young boy with a fork in the eye, and the kid is bleeding, basically. Will stab the brother with a fork in the eye. I'm looking at them like, yo, what the hell is going on? And me, I'm like, yo, I'm scared. Like, I'm like, shit. I've never ever been in a situation like this, so I would say like, there's nothing for me to say. I look at them like, I'm saying like, are these kids all right? Are you sure these kids don't need help, like a psychology help or something like that? Like if they need a kids helpline or something? This is crazy. All right, so 2 years later, I moved into the house, started living there, and I started getting these negative things. The girls start saying stuff like, "You know my dad," like and the mom will go to the shop and I will stay home with them, and like I'll come out and tell them like, what the hell is going on with the door? Why are you putting holes in the door? There's not holes inside the door. They have like plates sitting inside their room underneath the bed, and it's dirty and it's dry, and it's basically like little microbes running on the plates. I'm like, can you just take the plates out and and fix it up? They'll wait for their mom, and they'll complain to their mom about me, saying that why did I put holes onto the door, and I told them to take out the plates underneath the bed and take it out, and I've asked them to wash the dishes. They'll complain to their moms. By this continues, and the girl will call me names and really like make me upset. Like, what am I doing in this house if your daughter has absolutely no respect to me? The oldest daughter has absolutely no respect for me. Would call me real horrible names, And one time I got pissed off, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just kind of like make it look like I'm like chasing her. So I was chasing the girl around the house. I'm like, don't you ever say that? Don't you? If you ever say that again, like I'm like chasing her around the house, and like the mom got so angry, and she looked like she was gonna come and kill me, and she was holding my son in her hand. I had nothing to do with her. I'm just playing with the kid, and I just wanted to like teach the kid like a little abbreviation lesson, like it was like father and daughter, but like she thought that I was gonna do something to the daughter, and then she turned against me, and it just went crazy, started yelling and screaming at me, and then pushed me in the corner of the house, like so I'm like, this is crazy, because now I'm getting really scared, because I'm living in a house with a bunch of teenage kids who never listen, who don't even show me respect, basically, and they're poking each other's eyes with forks, running around, making noise, and the mom can barely even keep these kids together. I'm like, yo, I'm scared. Mind you, these are my kids, Now I'm like, fuck, I'm in the real shit. So every time I would try to correct these kids or try to discipline them in any way, non-violent way, just verbally speaking, not even swearing at them, none of that, they will straight away run up to their mother and say, oh, he said that we're not gonna eat if we don't clean up our room. He said that we're not gonna eat if we don't stop putting holes in the door. Like, so the mom will come up to me and look at me and like, how could you talk to my kids like that? I'm like, and I keep telling her to stop calling me names, and now she's telling me I'm not a father, I can't say nothing. I'm like, well, I'm the only father, subject in this house, and we gotta keep the kids under control. Mom is against me. Now this is like the fourth, fifth time this has happened, and the mom keeps on looking at me. And bro, I'm telling you, living with a single mother with a bunch of teenage kids, I'ma tell you guys out there, do not do it. Do not do it. First of all, you are the last person in the mother's mind. Every time she wakes up in the morning, you are the last person in her mind. Yeah, she might give you a kiss, but that's just a hey, how you doing kiss. Not like, hey, you're my number one. You are the last person on a mother's mind. If you get a baby mama, you are not the first person in her mind. So bear in mind, guys, dating a baby mama with kids is probably the worst reality that anybody could face. And anybody out there has said, do not date a baby mama. If you want to go through what I just went through, go ahead. But I don't think it's anybody's responsibility. They go, I will take care of my kids by myself, okay? I'll cook for them, I'll clean for them. But once you move in the house, you start living with them, you can't be selfish. You have to acknowledge everybody in the house, and you will have to entertain whatever it is that is going on in the house. So you can't be selfish. You gotta be unselfish, you know. So yeah, you can't. When baby mama say no, I'm not asking you to take care of my kids, like, it's a lie. You will end up in there with those kids, and you will end up doing stuff and hearing stuff, and you get pretty upset because now the mom is definitely, she's always watching what you're saying, doing with the kids, like especially if she has teenage kids. Just some of the most corrupted teenage girls, especially, are the worst. I would not recommend for you to date a single mama with teenage girls. It's so bad because moms will call the police. They'll scream at you. They'll get so mad at you from time to time if you say anything, or if you try to correct this kid's mistakes or try to tell him to do something. And whenever it's so crazy, guys, because when you tell her something about her kids, right, she goes out there and tells these kids, and the kids get mad at their mother, and the mother comes back to you still mad because now the kids are mad at her for you telling her to tell them to correct the mistake. Now you are in trouble because now the mom thinks that you are trying to manipulate her into hating her kids, and now her kids thinks because of you that their mom keeps screaming and yelling at them or trying to correct them all the time. Because usually the mom does not correct them, and there's no discipline in the house. So since you're the man and you brought in discipline, the mother feels lost. And this is reality. Do not date single moms. I'm telling you right now, she basically straight away, her mind goes straight into her kids. Like, I'm like, well, why did you bring me to your house if you were gonna have this type of unmoral condition standards against a man? You trusted me from the start and brought me in your house. So why are you untrusting me now? Well, all I did was try to help you discipline these kids because it looks like they need discipline. And all I did was try to tell them exactly what to do around the house, just like my mama taught me. The way my father taught me is the same way I was teaching these kids. So why are you so mad at me? Now, you were in a bad spot. Once a mom has this thing in her mind about you, she keeps it in her head. And trust me, one day if something bad happens, if you guys break up or for whatever reason, she's gonna put all these things in the paperwork on the police files and how you were trying to teach her kids, but she's gonna bring the worst of the parts where you were like maybe had your voice up a little bit. Period. Do not date a baby mama. This will happen to you. It's your boy Sketix. I'm out.